Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Anika A. Carter, and I am the founder and president of the Curated Equal Foundation. I am also the host of the new YouTube channel, The Business Spa. And today we have the honor of chatting with the illustrious DaVonna May. DaVonna May is a lawyer turned global strategist. She guides entrepreneurs on leveraging AI technology and digital marketing to optimize business operations and maximize profits. She is also the creator of It Girl ChatGPT. She's used to help expand her own brand, and it is described as a virtual bestie that blends intellectual brilliance with world class strategies and everything from branding and technology to self care and preservation. And I even found out about the chatbot because I saw someone else who used it and they put in some self care strategies or prompts in there, and the information that it gave back, the directions, the tangible steps that it gave back for her to do, I found to be very refreshing. It wasn't just a lot of fluff. So I really appreciated that. So once again, I want to introduce you to DaVonna May. And DaVonna, if you would just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and how you made that personal journey from corporate to entrepreneurship.
Anika, thank you so much for having me today. I'm always so grateful for the opportunity to chat with my peers, with women that I respect, because I literally feel like I exist to support women in figuring out and discovering, exploring, and executing the greatness that's within them. That's what my whole journey, every business I've built, brand I've supported, it's always been about let's tap into your inner greatness and figure out how to get it out. And ultimately, that's why I leverage technology because we're evening the playing field. That's why I created It Girl GPT because we need something, a resource to help us to quickly get out the ideas and quickly, execute on the things that we're trying to develop within ourselves. So thank you so much for this opportunity to chat about all those things.
Awesome.
I am DaVonna May. I am a New Jersey girl. I come from a small town and I really was always full of dreams and hopes, but I didn't really have the support of a community or even my family. I didn't have any real representation around me when it came to the colorful and creative imagination and visions that I had. So I eventually, after graduating undergrad with a criminal justice degree, and then I went into law school, I realized in my last year of law school that I wanted to run a business. And I think the I would say the reason that I wanted to run my own business was because I really needed to feel like my life looked like I wanted it to look and not like everybody else told me it should look. So I created an accessories company, and against all the better advice, I guess you can say, of all my peers and my mother and my father, who thought that I should go on to this illustrious law career, I decided to start with my dollar and my dream and my accessories company. And that dream, that vision has literally taken me all over the world. It has flown me to Milan for Milan Fashion Week. It has flown me to Rome for the Rome International Film Festival. I've gone to all these different places, and my jewelry has gone even further than me. So I'm just here to just be a real example of what a dreamer can achieve.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, what were some of your biggest challenges in going from corporate to entrepreneurship? I know entrepreneurship is definitely a different beast. So, what were some of your biggest challenges?
I think that there were so many challenges. You know everything you can think of from again having the idea and being really excited about something that only you can see, and then trying to take it to your peers, your family, and then they immediately shut it down. Not only is it shut down, but it's attacked. So the first challenge was protecting the dream, protecting the vision that I had. So beyond that, I had to develop confidence and I had to develop courage and I had to develop this marathon sort of tenacity to endure all that came. Because if I had known all the failures and all of the obstacles that would come with the dream, I probably would have been too afraid to try it. So as you're going in real life, you have to develop a mindset of, is this worth all that I'm going through, or should I just go back and do the normal thing that keeps me underneath the radar, keeps me out of trouble, keeps me in everyone's good graces? or do I go and continue to be this radical, different expression of a person and build out what I believe in? And so that was the biggest journey, was first of all just believing in my creativity, believing in my difference, believing in my own vision, and then doing what was necessary to continue to distinguish myself, it was even though it was hard. But eventually, and this is what I want everyone to know, eventually you will be crowned for your works. So you got to stay patient. You got to run the marathon.
That's right. That's right. So shifting over to about the role of AI in business, like what are some ways that you have used AI for your business?
Yeah. So AI, artificial intelligence, technology. So I feel like AI is sort of a new buzzword that we're using, but I want to say technology has played, I think, the most crucial part in my business growth. And when I say technology, I mean all the way back to when Facebook
Mm,
started, because I started my first business in 2010. And that was the accessories company. And again, like I mentioned, I didn't have anyone in my immediate circle who supported me. So I went and built a community of supporters on Facebook and Instagram. And every social media platform that I can get on, I was just leveraging my digital relationships, I guess you can say. And those people, that
mm,
community, continue to breathe life into me. They continue to support me. And these are women to this day. I have never met them in person, but they are literally the reason why I was given enough energy and strength every day to persevere for a dream that was just so hard to hold on to. So that was how I initially leveraged AI or technology. And as I continued down that road, I started to come into different resources and content creation things, and ways that you can just um, design and market yourself. Just every little tool that came out, I just happened to be privy to it, and I used it. And it just helped me to be a more creative, a more strategical, more intellectual businesswoman.
yeah, I will say, going into like one of the things is you. I know you do Chat Girl GPT. You launched that to help your own brand, and as I said, I know someone else that used it, but I also used it for this kind of outline structure for my YouTube interview and some other ones that I had. And I did go to the original Chat GTP first, and I put it in, and it gave you good answers, but it wasn't. It was just missing a little something, and so I went to It Girl Chat GPT, and it gave me exactly what I was looking for. It gave me the flavor I was looking for. So I really appreciate it, that spin on it, or what you did to build it that way. What kind of went into and inspired you to create It Girl Chat GPT?
So It Girl GPT was all about creating, um, duplicating myself.
Mm,
When I started my accessories company, it scaled. It scaled across the United States, and it also became an internationally known brand. So because of that success, people would always ask me, "How did you do that? How did you create your marketing? How do you do your branding? How do you create this network?" So I
mm,
wanted to take every single part of my experience, professionally, personally, every place that I've traveled, everything that I know about character and mindset, everything that I know about global connections,
yeah.
and the integrity that it takes. I wanted to take everything that I knew and pour it into a resource that women could access easily and for free, and really build out their own dreams. So It Girl GPT is your virtual bestie who is helping you to build out the greatness inside of you. Essentially, it is you helping you to become the it girl of your own life. And I believe that any woman with a dream is she has a global brand inside of her, because I didn't know that I was going to go the places that I went, especially since I was told that I couldn't. So I want to give you every opportunity, from the intellectual, from the strategic, from the creative, from just something or somebody or a voice that you can tap into at 2 or 3 in the morning and get encouragement from. So that's how I trained her, and that's why she's different, and she doesn't sound like the other, virtual chatbots that are on the market. She truly is a reflection of all my heart and all my experiences.
Yes, and like I said, I found the It Girl GPT through Ayana, who is the owner of one of the owners of Including Us in Tech, and I've I've really not been on LinkedIn a lot until recently, and I've just run into you and these other amazing brands and entrepreneurs, and I'm super excited about the connections that
Yes.
I've made there. So yeah, when she put in her questions about self perseverance and it gave actionable steps, I was like, okay, like actionable steps. I'm all about the actionable steps, and that way you kind of merge intelligence and thinking, and also kind of some wholeness about you. So I really did love that. Now, what are some, do you have any other tools or things that you could, maybe one or two that you would suggest or recommend that, entrepreneurs use? One thing I did notice is that you are building a virtual assistant.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's too, I don't want to put that out here. If I need to take it out, just let me know. But I know that it's something that you are working on, and when you talk about leveraging tools, and
Yeah.
not just AI, but different technologies, period, that is very important for entrepreneurs who a lot of time are doing a lot of the work by themselves or with a very small team. So is there anything that you could give, any recommendations you can give those people that are doing it all with a small team or solo?
Yes, definitely. Well, to speak to your point about the virtual assistant, that is definitely an upcoming project that actually one of my partners and I from LinkedIn, who I met on LinkedIn, a plug for LinkedIn, that this is a community where if you're serious about your business and you really want to grow, this is where CEOs talk to CEOs. You're not going to get their assistants or their necessarily their virtual chatbots. You're talking to people who have created the businesses and they are looking to scale and continue growing. So LinkedIn is that girl. As far as the virtual chat bot, I would love for you all to stay tuned for that because what we're going to do is teach people how to create virtual assistants for their business. So, my partner and I, his name is Cedric Scott, will be hosting workshops, and we have a whole business model spread out for that. So, not only are we going to help our community learn how to do this, but we'll be taking this to corporations and universities and things of that nature just to help people to. Um, Put that boundary up between themselves and the clients and have a, a safe space, I would like to say, even that protects the owner of the business, because I as you know, the inundation of emails or questions or text messages or concerns or questions is can be handled by a virtual assistant. So we're going to take that information and show you all how to do it. But if you're just kind of whether you're getting started or if you're already evolved in this process, my favorite tech stack, my favorite tech tools right now are definitely It Girl GPT for the content creation, definitely Canva for the visual graphics, the flyer making, and then CapCut for videos. I think that if you want to, there's so many, there's thousands of technologies out there that can help support your business. But if you are just trying to get started with not with a big team, not with a big budget, those are the ways that you can actually infuse your own intelligence into your brand, and you can really expand on your creativity. And there's so many templates in place to help you to kind of as a leverage or a diving board into really just discovering or uncovering the ideas that you have. So I would definitely say use a good GPT, It Girl, definitely Canva, and also CapCut.
Awesome. Definitely things I need to know because I am in the process of trying to step in front of the camera. I usually like being behind the scenes. And so this is definitely a exercise for me and stretching and, speaking more about my brand and being more my brand. And I really appreciate all of your encouragement with that. And we are also working with you on our own little something we got cooking. And so can't wait to make that announcement. But as everyone has heard here, all the work that you are doing to help small business owners and women thrive and grow their businesses and their brands, there is a way that everyone looking or listening to this video can also get involved. So the Curated Equal Foundation, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And so we are sponsoring a text to donate code for DaVonna May in her branding business. They have all these goodies coming down the pipe, and if you would like to sow into this business and all good things that they have coming, you can do so by texting "It Girl" as one word to 53555, and I'll repeat it. But since it is a video, you could always go back if you need to. But you want to text "It Girl" one word to 53555, and you will get a text back from the Curated Equal Foundation. And through there, you'll learn more information about DaVonna May and some of the technologies and It Girl GPT. And you will also be able to donate and so into that brand. So just really about, pumping more energy, more support into the businesses that are really trying to support and uplift us. And so I really appreciate what you're doing. And before we get off of this call, there's a question that I do like to ask entrepreneurs. We ask a lot about businesses and things like that, but I also want to hear about the actual owner and the entrepreneur. So what are 3 things that you would tell your younger self?
Oh, that's such a great question. I love that. Wow. And I think that changes a lot for me. But in this present moment, what I would tell myself is number one, trust your brilliance, trust your difference, trust your uniqueness, trust your creativity, period. Just take my word for it. Um, I would say set your standards early. Know who you are, set your line in the sand morally, professionally, who you are, what you will and won't do. Learn where you won't compromise. Do that as often and as early as you can. And don't be afraid of the adversity that's going to come because it's going to come. Whether it's you thought you had a partnership that was going to work out, or you thought you had a friend, or you just don't have the money to kind of see it through. Whatever the thing is not going to be an easy road. It's not a linear road. It's literally a roller coaster. But it is the wildest ride of your life. And as scared as you are when you're on it, when you get off, you're more than likely going to want to get on and do it again. So,
Yes.
yeah, that's what I would say.
Awesome. Awesome. Are there any last parting words that you would like to say to everyone before we can jump off this call? Again, this is with DaVonna May, and before she gives her last, I know, goodbye to this group here. Again, I just wanted to remind you that if you want to sow into this awesome business, you can text It Girl, one word, to 53555. And DaVonna May, if you could just some last words to end this interview for us.
Yes, I want to encourage your mindset. I need you to just believe in the impossible. I don't want you to live in your reality. I want you to fight, to think past it, even to think past it. If you wake up and you're not exactly where you want to be, fight to think about and envision just for a moment where you truly want to be. Fight to imagine the biggest, best dream that you can see for yourself. Fight to see your it girl lifestyle and hold on to it and protect it. And as you're going on your journey, always try to support someone else. Always use what you have to lift someone else up. And yeah, let's just link arms. That's all I want to do is link arms, lift one another up, partner, and build this global community of it girls.
I love it. I love it. And what you said reminds me of one of these quotes that's one of my favorites lately. It's about entrepreneurship. It's grinding, glowing, and never folding. And you no folding. You got to keep coming back. There will be some things you step in, and you just got to keep going. You got to keep stepping. And so what you said just really reminded me of that quote. So I do want to thank you again for your patience with me on being one of my first YouTube videos. We had some technical difficulties the first time, but you were really trying to work with me like you can do it, and so I really appreciate that encouragement for you. I cannot wait for our partnership and for all the good things that we have coming down the line here. So thank you again for joining us. Everyone else, again, go ahead and text It Girl to 53555. And thank you all so much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you.